So when coffee meets beer, it's usually in styles like a porter or a stout. But this is a little bit different because coffee apparently matches up with a pale ale? Beer, 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 ba beer, ba beer, beer, beer. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to me, Maple Brewski, for the Brewski review. And today, the beer I have for you is by Abe Erb Brewing Company, and they're out of Kitchener, Waterloo, Ontario. This is their Settle Down Coffee Pale Ale. Coffee and a pale ale. A little interested about this one. 5.3% alcohol by volume. Unlisted IBUs, not here on the can. Sadly, it's not on the website either. So, a little confusion here. But Untapped is coming in, showing it that it's coming in. Wow, words were not working there. Coming in at 23 IBUs. So not super bitter. But pale ales are usually a bit hoppy. And coffee doesn't seem like it would fit the perfect balance of flavor in that category. But we're going to find out. So let's crack this open. Let's see what we got. We got a little bit of dirt and shit in there. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Sweet. Let's pour it up into the Flying Monkey pint glass. Oh, that's actually a lot lighter of a color than I was expecting. Looking at the beer, it's actually a nice amber color. Copper, amber? Kind of the same thing? Who knows? But yeah, decently clear. Just a touch of haze on there. Nice off-white head on top. Very, very nice looking beer. Let's have a smell. Okay. That does not smell like a pale ale really at all. Definitely get like a light roast coffee. A bit of molasses coming in off of that as well. Slightly hoppy, but not really the star of the show. The coffee and the molasses is definitely more the forefront. Notes of sort of like caramelized brown sugars as well. Toffee caramel. Very interested. Let's have a sip. Okay, that's where the pale comes in. Okay. Actually, weird. Weird, but in a really, really good way. Coffee, molasses, brown sugars, caramel, toffee come in right in the beginning with a very minimal yet reminiscent crispy hop bitterness that you would find in a pale ale. And then in the finish, the coffee sort of tapers off a little bit, but still has a nice lingering flavor. And then the bitterness comes in from the pale ale portion of things. Not tropically, no grapefruit, but you get the piney bitterness and a bit more of a like a bitter woodsy flavor in the finish. Which, you know what? Don't get me wrong here. Really, really, that's enjoyable. This is crisp, yet rich, bold, but not overpowering. And the pale ale portion of here definitely strays away from more of that grapefruity bitterness, that tropical, florally bitterness, and brings more of like an earthy, woodsy style of bitterness that, wow, yeah, that is cool. This is cool. Cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Slightly nutty. This is, I would say it's more of like a light brown ale compared to a pale ale or anything like that. It's definitely more reminiscent of a brown ale. Definitely not as brown. But wow, yeah, that's definitely more of a brown ale flavor. But maybe coffee that's interesting. Because yeah, it's a pale ale, but with coffee added. Actually, the coffee is also added by a separate coffee company called Settlement Coffee Roasters. Very nice. They're brewed in partnership with Abe Erb Beer Company, Brewing Company. Sorry. Cheers. Slight to medium bodied, but wow, yeah. I would say it's like a light brown ale if you really break it down, just because it has the bitterness and sort of the crispness of a pale ale, minus all the tropical fruities and the grapefruit pine, or the grapefruit bitterness portion of that. But adding that coffee brings out some even more molassesy, brown sugar, caramel, toffee. It's like a baby brown ale, a BBA, baby brown ale. That's exactly the closest thing in my mind to tell you to make sense of what the flavor profile might mean if you're not understanding flavors, stuff, and things. Cheers. That's third time I said cheers. Third, fourth. Oh, jeez Louise. That is brilliantly enjoyable. Like I said, it's not overpowering. It's not too bold, but a very nice use of flavors that make it easy to drink, but at the same time you're getting a nice rich flavor, but nothing overpowering. It's very, very interesting. So let's read the can and see what it has to say for itself. Abe Erb Brewing Company, a Settle Down Coffee Pale Ale, 5.3% ABV, 23 IBUs. On the back there is a description and it reads, a pale ale with a bold herbal and piney hop notes, supported by a medium bodied with light biscuit and caramel flavors. The fruity, earthy, single-origin coffee balances the bitterness with the hints of berries and rich coffee flavor. Now, I'm not getting any berries, but I'm getting a nice coffee flavor for sure. Brewed in partnership with Settlement Coffee Roasters. That link for the coffee roasters will also be down in the description box below. Ingredients listed here are not. Okay. But a very nice deep blue, navy blue, lighter blue, with just different pictures. A woman walking a cat on a leash. A woman walking a cat on a leash. I didn't think cats liked leashes, but oh, I guess that's a thing. Okay, cool. You got a house, you got people holding beer cans. Synths, or the thing that the Grim Reaper holds. Saws, just some like old-timey stuff. Hammers, nails, shovels, hops, brews, stuff and things. Cool. Very, very nice. Other than that, brewed on date is also non-existent. And also, one other thing, big thing about the presentation, is that Abe Erb, I think your shrink wrap machine is kind of failing. You can hear it. It's peeling. It's actually peeling off. If I had nails, I could get a grip and just peel it off. But so, something to note there. Packaging, the shrink wrap, kind of got to work on it. Maybe it's just the can that I have, but something to note as well. Moving over to the website, abeerb.com, you go to the beer section, and you find two beers. The 1857 Kolsch and the Das Spritzhaus Hefeweizen. Don't see this beer here that I'm holding that I somehow forget the name of, but it's called Settle Down. So everybody settle down. Sometimes you forget names. Not here on the website. Kind of a bummer. Is it on the menu? I just checked the beer section, but the menu section is just actually strictly food. Cool. Ooh, they got food there too. 2 locations. I think Kitchener and Waterloo, if I'm not mistaken. That's gonna get me hungry. Cool. Oh man, they got mac and cheese. Ooh, sorry guys, I'm getting a little sidetracked. Ooh, okay, I might have to check this place out. Okay, sorry, this isn't a food channel, this is a beer channel. Again, why am I always saying cheers? I didn't say it there, but I did in my head. Good stuff. If you want to pick up the Abe Erb Settle Down Coffee Pale Ale at your local LCBO, depending on where you're going, you can pick up this 473 ml tall boy can for $3.75. And finally, moving over to Untapped, Settle Down by Abe Erb Brewing Company. Abe Erb, just a fun name to say. Abe Erb, Abe Erb, Abe Erb. Sounds like a car alarm. Sorry, it's been a long day. tired. Also, we had turkey for dinner tonight because today's actually Easter Sunday. Getting a little off track here, which I think is fine. Whatever. So yeah, tired and rambly. Tired and rambly. Good times. But yes, Settle Down by Abe Erb has been given a 3.72 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 624 ratings. With that said, cheers on the final sip, guys. Let's get right to ratings. Now, I do have to say, I was very skeptical going into this because I'm thinking pale ale and coffee. When I think pale ale, I think more tropically, maybe some floral notes coming through, a bit more crisper, lighter, fruity beer. But you know what? And then mixing that with coffee seemed a little awkward. Seemed like the pair didn't match up at all. But Abe Erb has actually knocked this one out of the park, essentially making a baby brown ale. It's lighter in color, but you still get your coffee. You get a bit of nuttiness. You get some earthiness as well. And the hop bitterness that you'd get in a pale ale is more pine forward and earthy forward, which I think is amazing. Everything harmonizes beautifully. Color looks great, beer looks great, tastes great, and in the mouthfeel, even better. Crisp, yet bold. It's just it's a perfect package. That's why Abe Erb Settle Down Coffee Pale Ale, gets a solid 8.5 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, I'm not too big of a fan of the deep, dark colors of especially blue, especially since it's a coffee pale ale, but you know what? Just because it's a color that I don't like doesn't mean it's a make or break. What is really make or break is the packaging. One, because it's coming apart a little bit at the top and at the bottom, which makes it look a little messy. But other than that, information, you get a nice description here, but really you're missing a lot other information. Ingredients, IBUs, brewed on or best before date, bit of a bummer, but the description is also very nice to boot. And again, website, nice looking website, no complaints there, but the biggest complaint is that this beer isn't even on there. Why not? Why not, guys? Let me know. That always confuses me. When you bring out a beer, wouldn't you have the page with the beer already put on before the beer is actually released to get ahead of that game? But, you know what? I digress. Presentation gets a solid 5 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or videos you want me to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, it would be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Now it's better than bringing beer and coffee together. I'm not too sure 'cause both are near and dear to my heart. Also, they both make me fart. Cheers.